draft sales. And in fact, thoroughbreds were bought and sold in upstate New York at Saratoga Springs. That was the epicenter of thoroughbred sales, upstate New York, up until the 1940s during World War II, when gasoline was rationed. So we couldn't take all of our horses up there, we couldn't buy horses, bring them back. Gasoline was rationed, can't go. So what do? How do we solve that crisis? We start to sell horses at Keeneland. Keeneland sales, 1940s. For about 20 years, the Keeneland sales kind of plodded along, and they did okay. 1966, a Keeneland purchased horse, Kentucky raised trained horse. 1966, Sir Ivor wins the Epsom Derby in England. First time ever, Kentucky horse wins major derby in Europe. And you better believe, all of their powdered wigs started to flip. You know, Europe, powdered wigs, you see the rules. All right, so by the mid-1970s, the Keeneland sales got so big that upstate New York wanted a piece of this, and they set up a sales pavilion called Fasig-Tipton. That's where Seattle Slew was purchased, Fasig-Tipton. By the mid-1980s, the Keeneland sales were so big that parked across the street at that airport that you saw from London were two 747s with Arabic writing on the tails of the planes, because the sheikh from Dubai and his brother would park their planes there, come in this room, spend millions of dollars on horses, put the horses on those planes, and fly back across the sea. Now the sheikh and his brother betwixt them have 7 farms in the region. And there's this stereotype. People will say, the Arabs own the bluegrass. Well, you know what? People from the Middle East have a piece of it. So do the Australians. So did the Scottish. So did the Irish, the English, the Californians, the Texans. Everybody does. This was the hole in the dam with Sir Ivor in 1966, and it has become an international land grab. And you know what these people discovered? Which is what you discovered in sentence 2 of the commentary that I gave. Underneath this is calcium, or is limestone, and it's the limestone that puts the calcium in the grass. So you just turn them out and they eat it. And you supplement them, but there's no place better in the world. This is the sales pavilion. You're in the viewing gallery. On that little stage where there's that decorative horse, they bring the horses in and they spin them around and they auction them off for hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of dollars. I've never seen them auction off a horse ever for less than $5,000. But what for me is fun, I just go in here to right in through these doors. They'll sit in a little cafeteria, the best food in town, of course, and I'll just watch the screens and watch the numbers go up. They're getting ready for the September sales. That's the biggest sales here. I mean, it's yearling sales. It's one after another. They'll sell 150 horses a day on that stage.
All yearly?
Yearly. That's right. Never. Yeah, what they'll do, the sales will go maybe 2 weeks and then maybe 2 weekends. Oh yeah, no, it's a big deal. I'm not sure what the dates are. It's getting ready to start. Go to the Keeneland website. You go. Where you're sitting, this is viewing gallery. It's free. It's open to the public.
That's not open to the public.
No, and if you go in there and sneeze, you got yourself a horse. You know, it's just, and they've got cameras and. But you know, the names, you can't see them because of all those kids. But the names on the backs of the seats will feature trainers, will feature, you know, like Lane's End and Windstar and Bob, who is it, Baffert? I mean, the guy with the white hairs and everything, trainer. Big deal. Last spring they had, a year ago they had 4 yearlings. 3 yearlings, and they each sold for over $1.4 million a piece. Yearlings. Never run ever. Never run ever. $1.4 million a piece. How is that possible? Why would they get so much money for a yearling? It's the blood, right? I like to